What's happening? It's your boy the Maroon Traveller. I'm heading off-grid along the Jurassic Coast. No campsites, alone with nature, stars and a few unexpected twists while eating amazing food. So, let's get into it. Planning this trip was a little tricky. I wanted somewhere secluded but still relatively safe. Then came the packing. I had to make sure I had all the right gear, from tent, sleeping bag, food, what the elements is doing, the weather, and also taking refreshments. I then pulled up at the Spyway car park, then made my way along the coastline where I was hoping to share this unforgettable experience. Then a rugged hunt for firewood began. I've checked the forecast, but you never know what's going to happen when you're out in the wilderness. It seems Mother Nature had other plans, so I had to abandon the mission. The journey to the overnight stop was an adventure. The countryside was beautiful and I was loving it. When I got closer to the ideal spot, the track got a bit rougher and I had to navigate some tricky terrain. The Dancing Ledge is one of those spots that sits on many campers' bucket list, and for good reason. The scenery is great, with cliffside views and relatively clear waters. This was my second trip to this area, so I already had the advantage of knowing where I wanted to pitch up. When I finally arrived, it was love at first sight, with cliffside views stretching out into the vast ocean. Setting up camp wasn't easy with the wind, but I've managed to get the gear up on time. Definitely the perfect spot to disconnect from normal life and reconnect with the great outdoors. The sun was shining bright, but the wind wasn't necessarily on my side. With all this planning, I still managed to leave my ground sheet behind, but Mother Nature, she was more forgiving. I'm setting up the gear top one-person tent. It's labeled as 4 seasons. It's lightweight, durable, reliable. It's not necessarily my first option due to space, but I've had this tent for quite a number of years, so I didn't really see the need to get a new one. The gear top definitely get top marks for keeping condensation down and standing up to stronger winds. The anticipation was building and I couldn't wait to get set up. The drive was about an hour or so, but before I knew it, I was turning off onto a bumpy road that led me to the car park. One of the most thrilling parts of the evening was enjoying the sea breeze and watching the sunset over the horizon. With a bit of luck, I found some leftover firewood, so I decided to relax, unwind, and focus on what needed doing for the rest of the evening. Next is a well-deserved chicken stew with some homemade hot sauce I made earlier. I topped up the fire, did a bit of exploring, and then it was time for some refreshments. As the sun began to set, there was something special about sitting around the campfire and enjoying the views. This is when I decided to get my head down for extraction at first light. But little did I know, sleep wasn't a luxury I was going to have. There's way too much rattling outside for my liking, so I'm gonna have to check it out because I won't be able to sleep otherwise. It turned out to be a group of deer that was probably more spooked than I was, but I managed to get some sleep in the end anyway. It was also a little bit frosty. My half-season sleeping bag did the trick. It kept me nice and warm. However, I haven't been so happy in a long time to see the sunrise. I woke up feeling refreshed, ready to pack up my gear, and hoping to return in the near future. I was also very careful to make sure no traces were left behind. Guys, remember, I am always looking out for new adventures, so please hit that notification bell to keep updated with the rest of my travels. You can also get involved by liking the video or commenting on potential areas I could explore along the coast. From setting up camp to exploring my surroundings, this was definitely another bucket list item ticked and removed. So, thanks for watching and catch you on the next video. And don't forget to subscribe and happy hiking.